be lost, madam.
Lost, cold, and confused, I gather.
Yes, madam. Thank you, madam.
No need to thank me. I haven't done anything for you as of yet, and whether I will or not remains to be seen.
Ma'am.
What can I do for you?
Well, madam, might you point me in the direction of Sleepy Hollow, madam?
I might.
Will you point me in the direction of Sleepy Hollow, madam?
I will. It's over yonder, it is. Are you new to these parts? I haven't seen you around these parts here.
I am, madam. Just arrived.
You wouldn't be the new schoolmaster, would you?
Yes, madam, I am.
Well, let's be along then.
I've never been in this part of Connecticut, you know. I am from New York.
Why'd you leave?
Adventure, ma'am. New people, new experiences.
You've come to the wrong place. Sleepy Hollow is about as exciting as Treeside. If it weren't for the ghost, there'd be nothing to say between hello and goodbye.
I'm certain I will like it.
Ain't more than a handful of children to teach. Don't pay much, have to sleep in the school, eat your meals with a different family every week.
Eating a meal with a different family every week could be a good thing.
All depends upon who is doing the cooking, Miss Katrina. This here is, what's your name, son?
Ichabod. Ichabod Crane.
Right odd name, Crane. Right odd. This is the oddly named Ichabod Crane.
Katrina Van Tassel, Mr. Crane. Some might say I'm oddly named myself.
You must be the wife of Squire Van Tassel, who hired me.
He's my father.
I must be off. I leave you in the capable hands of Miss Van Tassel.
Good day to you. I don't believe I caught your name.
You didn't catch it because I didn't drop it. The name's Righteous. Righteous Nobles. Good day to you, Mr. Crane.
Nice to meet you, Miss Nobles.
Awful lot of names out here today. Good day to you both.
May I take your valise, Mr. Crane?
Oh, no, ma'am. That wouldn't be right, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
And why not?
Ma'am.
Why would it not be right for me to take your valise?
Well, ma'am.
And please, don't call me ma'am. I know you mean well with respect, however being called ma'am makes me feel like an old fisherman's wife.
Of course, ma'am. I mean, miss.
And don't call me miss either. It makes me feel like a 12-year-old girl.
My apologies, ma'am. Miss Person?
You're a rather awkward one, aren't you, Mr. Crane?
I only wish to make a good impression.
We shall see, Mr. Crane. We shall see. Where are the students? Students!
Why did you do that?
Here are your students, Mr. Crane. Students, this is Mr. Crane, the new schoolmaster.
Good day, Mr. Crane.
Good day, students. My, what polite children they are.
Who threw that?
It was a ghost, Miss Katrina.
Jebediah, it was no such thing. I think it was you.
It slipped, Miss Katrina.
It did no such thing, Jebediah. Now you apologize to Master Crane.
Sorry, Master Crane.
Thank you, Jebediah, for your honesty and your apology.
Well, Mr. Crane, it appears you have things well in hand. I shall leave you then.
Good day, Person Van Tassel.
Good day, Mr. Crane.
Good day, Person Van Tassel. Say, what was this mention of a ghost earlier? Has anyone here actually ever seen a ghost?
I've seen the Headless Horseman.
You're lying, Ted Donkey.
Well, I almost seen him.
Almost saw him. Now! Calm yourselves.
My mother told me all about it.
Who is your mother? What is your name?
Ted, sir.
Who is your mother, Ted?
That would be me, schoolmaster. Come along now, Ted. Let's be getting you home.
Hold on a moment, Miss Nobles. I shall see you all at school tomorrow.
Ted, you wait for me in the orchard.
Miss Nobles, I'm going to have to insist that you tell the children your stories are nothing more than fairy tales.
Now hold on, smarty schoolmaster. Was it the truth them children told you about? That ghost?
Miss Nobles, Headless Horseman.
Bite down your tongue. Don't you ever go laughing at the Headless Horseman.
I abhor superstition, madam. I wish to enjoy your friendship without your eccentricity.
That's a mouthful full of words for such a little man. I will be expecting you to supper in a couple of hours. Wait until you taste Thelma's beef stew.
Who's Thelma?
My unmarried daughter just hankering to find her some fella.
And what about that Katrina Van Tassel? Is she hankering to find her some fella?
You leave Katrina Van Tassel out of your mind. Brom Bones figures Katrina is his girl, and if he so much as catches you looking sideways at her, he's going to tie knots in all of your arms and your legs. Or worse, Brom Bones drove the previous schoolmaster out of his mind and out of Sleepy Hollow.
For merely looking sideways at Katrina?
And for reading her poetry. All 3 previous schoolmasters turned funny in the head before they took out of here. Of course I figured the headless horseman did it to him. The schoolmaster before you, Palmer was his name. He was riding one night, looked over his shoulder, saw the headless horseman, got so scared he drove right into the river. Never seen again. Hope nothing like that happens to you. We eat supper at 5:30 sharp.
Look, Corleen, looky there. That must be the new schoolmaster.
Why, yes. He was all anyone could talk about at the market this morning.
Isn't he handsome? So much more handsome than that Brom Bones.
Yeah, little Thelma had little Brom bones.
And with our blessing.
The new schoolmaster is so smart.
And handsome.
And a snappy dresser.
And handsome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ichabod Crane, the handsome new schoolmaster.
Ladies,
Yes?
ladies, I was wondering if you might be so kind as to point me in the direction of the schoolhouse. Being new to Sleepy Hollow, I haven't had time to get my bearings.
Yes, of course.
It's just down the road,
Then take a left at the town square.
And go 1 block.
where you will see a plaque erected in memory of the previous schoolmaster, Schoolmaster Palmer.
Who went an itsy bitsy teeny weeny bit crazy.
When he saw the headless horseman.
But we digress.
Directly behind that plaque is the schoolhouse.
Thank you, ladies.
Oh, I'm Delphine.
I'm Corleen.
And I'm Claudine.
We're the lead sisters.
The honor is mine. Now, if you will excuse me, I must take my leave. Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. Now I must get settled before joining Miss Nobles and her daughter, Thelma, for supper. Good afternoon, ladies. I'm certain we will meet again very soon.
Ladies, please, don't make a scene. It's just me, the most handsome man in Sleepy Hollow. If not the world.
Hi, Brom.
So, who's that you were just talking to?
Ichabod Crane.
The new schoolmaster.
Isn't he dreamy?
Dreamy, more like a nightmare. Who needs books when you got looks? Like me.
Oh, Brom.
The name's Brom.
Brom. Looks aren't everything. We like a man who has something upstairs.
I have lots of stuff upstairs. Where I live in my mother's house. A bed, a nightstand, a lamp.
That's not what we mean. We like a man with looks and books.
I have no idea what you just said, but it rhymed.
Oh, Brom, you're hopeless.
And you are all hopelessly in love with me. Dry your tears, fair maidens, for you know Katrina is my girl.
And does Katrina know about this?
I have sent her signals,
Signals? What kind of signals?
like walking up to her and saying, Katrina, you are my girl.
You're nothing if not subtle.
I saw the schoolmaster talking with Katrina earlier.
So did I. They looked very cozy.
Cozy with my girl? Who is that schoolmaster to be moving in on my girl while I'll squish him like something easy to squish?
But what about Thelma?
What about Thelma?
Oh, I just remembered. We have a thing, right, sisters?
A thing?
Oh, yes! A thing?
Yes, that thing with the person over the thing.
Oh, yes, we must be off. We don't want to keep them waiting.
Enjoy your thing over with the person at the thing. Sounds like a swell time. If you need me, I'll be strolling around the town square flexing. All right, then bye. Whew. Yeah. Katrina!
Good day, Brom!
So, I heard you met this new schoolmaster. Everyone seems to be so agog over.
Agog?
Yes, agog. It means very eager or curious to.
I know what agog means. I'm just surprised you do. I mean, it's a word.
Oh, my dear Katrina, I use words all the time. Sometimes.
Yes, but agog is a smart word.
Well, I am a smart guy. Smart enough to have you as my girl.
Brom, we have talked about this before. I'm not your girl. I am nobody's girl.
Aha! You are wrong. You are your father's girl. Aha! Gotcha.
Yes, Brom, well played. You got me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get to market before it's too late.
Ah, yes, the market. You know, I go there often to market.
And to answer your question, yes, I have met the new schoolmaster. And he's quite nice and quite polite.
Is he now?
And quite smart. Good day, Brom.
Yeah, that new schoolmaster may not be as smart as he thinks. I may just have a surprise for him.
Oh, Miss Nobles, might I say your cuisine is a splendid canvas for the culinary arts.
Yeah, and she cooks pretty good too.
And you can call me Thelma.
See there, I knew she'd like you. You're a lucky fellow. My Thelma's a fine woman, and she's strong too. Just perfect for any fellow.
Now, Mother, please, you're going to scare Mr. Crane away.
Ichabod, please. Thelma.
On a first name basis already. I think that's a fine start. A fine start indeed.
Now, Mother, you hush up. You know you're just being hospitable, and I have no designs on the schoolmaster. No, I have my eyes set on Brom Bones. Maybe.
Brom Bones? Of course, rude man, dirty fingernails, everything. And for some reason, my family here likes him. But perhaps you, schoolmaster, could influence her to see differently?
I'll save some dinner for Ted.
Ted?
Yes, my little brother. He's in your class.
Yes, a bright child.
A precocious child.
Oh, I just saw a face in the window.
Oh.
I don't see anything.
There's nobody out there.
What kind of face did you see?
A man's face. A wild-eyed look. Mole on the cheek.
Palmer!
Ow. The previous schoolmaster?
And my former boyfriend.
I thought you said he disappeared in the river.
He did, and now he's back. Or at least his ghost is. Thelma, I forbid you date a ghost.
All this talk about ghosts is nothing more than medieval superstition.
I told this fellow that Sleepy Hollow was full of ghosts. He didn't listen. He's just like all the rest. And now Schoolmaster Palmer has come back. Like we don't have enough ghosts already.
Students? Hello, students. One and all. Time for school. We've seen him. We've seen him. Hold on. Slow down a moment. Whom did you see?
The Headless Horseman!
We were walking to school and we saw him in the forest.
Now, children, there's no such thing as the Headless Horseman.
Save us, Schoolmaster Crane!
Save us from the Headless Horseman!
Leave these children alone. Who are you?
Ted!
Headless Horseman, Ted?
No, it's me. I am a head, Ted. Ted, you scared us half to death.
More than half for me.
What is the meaning of this, Ted?
Gee, Schoolmaster Crane, I didn't mean to scare nobody. My sister told me to bring you your coat, and she left it there last night after supper.
Oh, yes. Thank you. That was very thoughtful. Please thank your sister for me. Now let's get into the schoolhouse and begin our lessons.
You there, Ichabod Crane.
Jebediah, who's that?
That's Brom Bones, the Sleepy Hollow bully.
You listen up here, schoolmaster. You stay away from my girl Katrina, you hear me?
I wasn't aware I had any girl to stay away from.
I don't need any of your fancy book learning talk. I know you've been talking to her, and I don't like you talking to her. I am courting her with matrimonial attachments.
What are matrimonial attachments?
That's when you intend to marry someone.
Oh, like you intend to marry my sister.
Said I have no intention of marrying your sister.
That's not what my mama said this morning.
Mr. Crane and your sister are getting hitched?
No, Elizabeth. No one is getting hitched.
Except maybe you. You don't leave my girl Katrina alone, I'll hitch you to a horse and pull you to 4 parts. Consider yourself warned.
Oh, hi, Brom. Ted, you forgot your bunch.
I think my sister's sweet on Brom bones. Yep, that's what I think.
Ted, you be quiet. Here's your bunch.
I will be in shortly to begin our lessons. I want to thank you again for dinner last night and for having Ted return my coat this morning.
My pleasure, Ichabod.
Good day, Thelma.
Good day, Ichabod.
Thelma, good day. Was that Brom Bones I just saw walk by?
Yes, it was.
He looked rather unhappy.
Yes, and I can't imagine why.
What I wouldn't give to have Ichabod Crane as my beau.
Oh, Katrina, you're so lucky.
He's such a catch.
Thelma, you don't think he's peculiar like the schoolmaster before him?
You want to know if I like him? I don't know. I'll have to get to know him better.
But what about Brom?
Can't a girl have 2 suitors? Tell me, ladies, is Ichabod courting anyone else?
No.
Why, he wouldn't do that.
I wish I could court him.
Me too. What do you think about Brom Bones?
No!
Icky.
Grody.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe. Options are limited in Sleepy Hollow.
Beggars can't be choosers, and in Sleepy Hollow, beggars might be losers. I just made that up. I'm so clever.
Ladies, please, I'm trying to educate our youth, and your chitter-chatter is disturbing their studies.
Oh, please, we beg your pardon, Schoolmaster Crane.
Ichabod, please, as I am now a member of your community.
Indeed you are. So you must call me Katrina.
Just wait until I tell Brom about this. Just call me a spoon because I like to stir up trouble.
Ladies, we must leave now. We don't want to disturb Ichabod's teaching.
Thank you, Katrina. And ladies,
Bye.
Good day, Ichabod. Happy teaching.
good day, Katrina. Now, as I was saying before being so rudely interrupted, today is Share a Poem Day. So who shall go first?
Sir, may we all go together? We've been creating and collaborating on a poem in celebration of All Hallows Eve tonight.
I don't understand.
All Hallows Eve, Halloween, an evening of trick-or-treat.
We've been creating a poem as a treat. Well, actually, I did most of the work.
That's not true, Jebediah.
I wrote it.
You didn't write this poem, Jebediah.
Well, I wrote it on the slate. That counts as writing it, doesn't it?
It's not the same thing as actually writing a poem.
May we perform it for you?
I directed it. And did the costumes.
I was expecting each of you to bring a different poem.
Ours is very entertaining.
Some might consider it a theatrical experience. Places.
All right, I suppose you may proceed.
The headless horseman rides tonight through stark and starless skies, shattering the silence with otherworldly cries. He races through the darkness on his alabaster steed. The headless horseman rides tonight where the fates would lead.
The headless horseman rides tonight, begard in robes of black, to bear a being from the earth and never to bring him back. He is evil's foul embodiment with laughter on his breath. The headless horseman rides tonight, the minister of death.
The headless horseman rides tonight. He rides the wind alone. Beneath his arm he tightly tucks his head of gleaming bone. His voice is harsh and hollow. It is horrible to hear. The headless horseman rides tonight to fill the earth with fear.
The headless horseman rides tonight upon his faithful church, with silvery sight of steely death held fast in bony grip. He sweeps it swiftly, forth and back, for upon the earth he glides.
And none in the world is safe tonight, for the headless horseman rides!
Ah! Are you alright, Schoolmaster Crane?
Yes, it's just that story is very scary.
But it's more than just a story.
It's legend.
Well, I see why someone would be frightened of such a tall tale. So tell me, children, where does this headless horseman ride?
Throughout the countryside.
And when does he ride?
Tonight! Boom!
Oh. When did you become such rotten children?
Ted, time to come home. Dinner's waiting.
Oh, yes, school is dismissed.
May Elizabeth and Jebediah have dinner with us tonight?
Of course they may.
Yay! Are we having apple pie for dessert?
We just might be.
Yay, you make the best apple pies.
Ichabod, would you like to join us again for dinner this evening?
No, thank you, Thelma. I have papers to grade.
3. You have 3 papers to grade.
I'm very thorough.
Mother and I are still a bit shaken up by the ghost of Palmer you saw in the window.
I don't believe that was a ghost, merely a reflection.
But the face you described seeing was Palmer's, the former schoolmaster's, and he was never heard from again.
Yes, Thelma, but we must not let our imaginations get the better of us.
I'm imagining Palmer haunting Sleepy Hollow. With the headless horseman and Palmer ghosting about, the residents of Sleepy Hollow won't be getting much sleep. Are you sure about not coming to dinner?
Yes, Thelma.
Another time, then.
Yes, I am very grateful for your hospitality.
And we are very grateful to have a schoolmaster such as yourself, Ichabod.
Come on, sister, dinner is getting cold.
Have a nice evening, Ichabod.
Good evening, Thelma.
Good night.
Good night.
Ichabod, don't forget about the All Hallows Eve dance tomorrow evening. I will be serving my county-famous apple pie.
Of course.
And I expect to take a twirl on the dance floor with you.
Ooh!
Ted, you and your friends run on home.
My sister is sweet on the schoolmaster.
Ichabod, you must pay no attention to what Ted just said. Rest assured, I'm not sweet on you. You are a sweet man, but I'm sweet on Brom Bones.
Oh, yes, the guy who threatened me earlier.
Oh, that. He didn't mean that.
It appeared to me he meant it.
That's just his way of talking. Now, about the dance.
I don't dance.
Well, you don't really have to dance. Just move to the music.
Isn't that dancing?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't dance.
Yes, but Ichabod, please, I need your help.
As long as it doesn't involve dancing. You see,
Yes! I know that you don't dance, but Ichabod, I need your help to make Brom Bones jealous.
Because I can't dance?
Forget about the dancing! If you take me to the dance, and if Brom sees me with you, he might get jealous and forget about his infatuation with Katrina and see me for the beautiful person that I am.
Or he might beat me to a pulp.
Perhaps. Unlikely. So, I'll see you there.
But what about Palmer?
He's a ghost. I'm not dating a ghost.
But I don't dance.
I thought we got rid of you months ago. I mean, glad to see you. Glad you're not hurt. My dear former schoolmaster Palmer, remind me again, what happened to you?
The last thing I remember, I was riding through the forest late one night. All was silent. The only thing I could hear was the rustling of the wind and the occasional hoot of an owl. As I rode, I heard horses' hoofs behind me, which grew steadily louder as they grew steadily nearer. Once the horses' hoofs were directly behind me, I glanced over my shoulder, and there he was.
Who?
The headless horseman.
What did he look like?
A horseman without a head.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
It was terrifying.
And what happened?
My horse became spooked and I lost control of her. The next thing I knew, we were in the river, swiftly being carried away by the current.
And what happened next?
The next thing I knew, I was on a distant shore several miles downriver. After recuperating for a few weeks, I made my way back to Sleepy Hollow. Did you miss me?
Yeah, we thought you were dead.
I see it didn't take Sleepy Hollow long to replace me with a new schoolmaster.
That little teaching twerp is not a schoolmaster.
So, what is he?
Irritating and inconvenient. Has anyone else seen you?
Well, I stopped by Thelma's house to say howdy. You know, let her know I was back in the old neighborhood. Asked her to the Halloween dance. I poked my head in the window, and the schoolmaster saw me. He looked rather startled.
Does he know who you are?
I don't know.
Well, what'd you do?
I ran.
It's a good thing I saw you before anyone else.
And it's a good thing I came back to Sleepy Hollow in time for the Halloween dance. Boy, won't people be surprised when I show up with Thelma on my arm. They'll probably be scared out of their wits. Will Miss Katrina be there?
Oh, of course she will.
Well, does she have a date?
Of course she does. Me. She just might not know it yet.
Well, what if she says no?
No one says no to Brom Bones.
No?
No.
I just did.
Did what?
Said no to you, you know.
Huh?
So, the new schoolmaster.
What about him?
Well, what's he like?
I don't know.
Well, is he smarter than me?
I don't know.
Is he taller than me?
I don't know.
Is he more athletically inclined than I am?
You know, I actually don't know that one. Why are you asking me all these questions?
I just like to know what I'm up against. Get a lay of the land, the landscape, so to speak. If Thelma has got a crush on this guy, I need to know what my competition is.
Yes, and there's this terrific new food truck in the downtown area called the Pumpkin Patch, and the best peach cobbler. Yummy macchiato.
It's Palmer!
Hello, ladies.
What are you doing here?
We thought you were dead.
Nope, not yet. I was just downriver for a while. It's good to be back. So, what's happening?
This is so awkward.
Not much has been happening.
We got a new water pump.
In the town square.
Cool.
And a new schoolmaster.
He's the dreamiest!
I'm going to marry him.
No, I'm going to marry him.
No, I'm going to marry him.
Listen, I think the most eligible bachelor in town is Brom Bones, and the lucky lady who's going to marry him is Miss Katrina.
Oh, I don't think so.
No, siree.
Nope.
And why do you say that?
Because we saw something.
And heard something.
And saw and heard something.
What? Tell me.
Well, earlier today, after we got our nails done,
We were walking through the town square.
Minding our own business when we came across the schoolmaster and your Katrina.
Hear that, Palmer? My Katrina.
hey, back over here. We're not done with our story.
While they were chatting, we overheard Katrina
Yes.
Ask the schoolmaster.
Yes.
to call her by her first name.
What?
And if that's not just almost a proposal of marriage,
Well, then I just don't know what is.
And where's that schoolmaster now?
I don't know.
Tell them the rest.
Oh, right. And we also overheard Thelma ask the schoolmaster to the dance tomorrow night.
My Thelma.
Well, in all fairness, she does think that you're dead.
And where did you overhear all of this?
Over by the wagon wash. We hang out there a lot to eavesdrop. Stick our noses into things absolutely none of our business.
Because it's Sleepy Hollow.
And there's nothing to do.
Except overhear conversations and stick your nose into things absolutely none of your business.
It's not like there's a coffee shop on every corner.
Stop.
So, my dear sweet Thelma has moved on, has she? And she's smitten with the schoolmaster.
And that schoolmaster is smitten with my Katrina.
So, we'll see you at the dance tomorrow night, okay?
Sounds like the only dance card was just going to be full of schoolmasters.
Anyways, did you see Johnny Appleseed's mustache?
I heard he has a toupee.
No way.
I've got a plan.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Sure. Ha! Alright. We gotta get rid of that new schoolmaster.
But how?
Follow me. I've got the plan.
was never seen again.
Please, call me by my first name.
He rides tonight.
You stay away from my girl.
Stay away. The horseman rides tonight.
The best macchiato in town.
Itsy bitsy teeny weeny bit crazy.
Are you going to the dance?
I'm going to the dance.
I've got a plan.
Plan.
The horseman rides tonight!
Mr. Crane, are you all right?
Who's there?
It's Righteous Nobles. I brought you some dinner.
Ah, Miss Righteous. Good evening.
It doesn't sound as though you're having a very good evening. What's going on? Are you all right?
I'm fine. Just a nightmare, but I'm fine.
Oh, well, you shouldn't be going to bed on an empty stomach. That'll cause you nightmares. Here's your dinner, a nice rabbit stew with our compliments.
Thank you, Miss Righteous. Would you like to come in?
I haven't got time, you hear me? Too much to do to get ready for the dance. You coming? Thomas said you're coming. Coming, aren't you?
Where is the dance?
It's in the town square. It's right here in the middle of town. You can't miss it. It's right by the water pump. Well, enjoy your victuals. A right nice rabbit stew. See ya. Thelma tells me you don't dance. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Come here, I'll teach you.
What?
I'll teach you. Dancing is easy. You can dance if you want to.
I don't know.
At least try it. You might like it. Come here.
I guess. Come on. It's really good at it. Oh, we shake hands, right?
No. Not you.
Oh, check this out. I learned this in Connecticut.
Oh, you don't know how to do that. Nope. Can't. Nope. Nope.
What do I do?
First, you put your left foot in. Left, not right.
I knew that.
Yeah. Then you take your left foot out. Then you put your left foot in and just shake it all about. You do a pokey pokey and you turn yourself around.
That's it?
That's what it's all about.
Look at me. I'm dancing.
You continue to practice and we'll see what the dance. Bye now.
Careful, Twinkle Toes.
Katrina! I didn't see you there. What are you doing?
I saw Thelma earlier this evening, and she told me her mom was bringing by some supper for you, so I thought I'd bring by some dessert, some sweet apple pie.
Thanks. Smells
Good?
interesting.
I know. Thelma makes the best apple pie in all the country, but I thought I'd have a go at it. Go on.
And it's so small.
Well, it's my first time making an apple pie, and I only had one apple, so yeah. Go ahead, try it. It's not very good, is it?
No, it's interesting.
Oh shoot! I know I can't cook. I've never been able to cook. When people come over to my house for dinner, the first thing they ask is, who did the cooking? I hope it wasn't Katrina, because man, that girl cannot cook! This is the point where you're supposed to comfort me with words of comfort.
Oh, think about this. At least your cooking isn't as bad as my dancing.
That's true. You've got 2 left feet.
And you've got 2 left baking hands. Yeah, this is one really bad smelling small pie.
So I guess I'll see you at the dance tonight?
My 2 left feet will be there.
Okay then, bye.
Bye. Don't take any wooden pickles.
Pickles?
Nickels! I meant nickels.
Okay then, I won't. Bye-bye now.
Bye. Thanks for the bad pie.
You're welcome, my pleasure.
Ciao. My stomach hurts. I don't know if it's infatuation or this bad pie.
I think we agree the pie is bad. Move on.
guys because we're in New England, but I think use guys sounds very pretentious.
Use guys.
Use guys.
It's dumb.
So dumb.
The dumbest.
But you know it's not dumb? The dance tonight! I'm so excited!
You all really scream for me even when I'm not here.
We weren't screaming over you, Brom Bones.
No way, Jose.
Who's Jose?
I hope that dishy, dreamy Ichabod Crane will be there.
He better not if he knows what's good for him.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that it gets really dark here at night. He might lose his way out to the town square.
This whole town is like the size of a room. This schoolhouse is right there. I think he'll be okay.
But we'll not be okay if we don't get over to ye old hairdressers to get our dues done before tonight. I want to look my best.
Corleen is right. Let's go.
That's right, ladies. Hurry up and look your best for me.
Man, we scream a lot.
I know, I scream.
Then you scream.
Then we all scream.
I am suddenly so hungry for ice cream.
It's that schoolmaster who will be screaming the most tonight out of fear.
Well, what's your dastardly plan, Brom?
A plan that involves twists and turns.
But no one is going to get hurt, right?
Why do you care? Follow my lead. Why, yes, the location of the dance has been changed to the middle of the woods.
What?
The location of the dance has been relocated to the middle of the woods.
Why,
Because it has, you see. Middle of the woods. The dance. Relocated. It should be a jolly old time indeed.
What is happening?
Come, let us go and prepare for the dance, which is now in the middle of the woods.
I have absolutely no idea what just happened here.
Good thing I accidentally overheard that rather loud conversation, or I would not have the opportunity to show off my wicked dance moves.
Trick or treat, smell my feet. Give me something good to eat.
If you don't,
I don't care.
You can buy me cooking ware.
wait, what?
You can buy me cooking ware.
Yeah, my sister, Thelma, likes to cook. We need new cooking ware. It's a long story.
Children, what are you doing?
We're trick-or-treating.
Or in Jebediah's case, trick or cheating. Just take a look at his math test.
What is this trick-or-treating you speak of?
Well, we go to house to house asking for treats. And if you don't give us one, you'll regret the day you were born.
So, do you have a treat for us?
Something sweet and yummy?
I do have some apple pie left.
Yay!
But, nah, you rotten children aren't rotten enough to deserve that rotten pie.
So, what you got for us?
Here, how about this? No school today!
Yay! No school! 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 No school!
We'll see you at the dance tonight.
Those rotten, sweet, adorable kids.
I can't wait to see the look on that Ichabod Crane's face when he sees what I've planned for him.
But he's not going to get hurt, right?
Why do you keep asking that?
Well, Brom, it hurts to be hurt. I would know because I was driven into a freezing river by the headless horseman.
Yes. Who rides tonight?
How do you know when the headless horseman rides?
He always rides at night, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I can't wait to see the look on that Ichabod Crane's face when he sees what I've cooked up for him.
Cooking.
What?
I was just thinking about cooking. Thelma's cooking, to be exact. I miss her cooking. I miss her.
You haven't been to see her?
I'm scared to, Brom. She thinks I'm dead. If I walk up to her, she might die from fright. And talk about your irony. Relationships are complicated. Take yours, for example.
Mine?
With Katrina?
What do you mean?
Well, it's like this, you see. Thelma thinks I'm dead, is afraid she's going to be alone, has her cap set for you. You, meanwhile, have your cap set for Katrina, who in turn has her cap set for Ichabod Crane. Now, Thelma's mother has her cap set for Ichabod to have his cap set for Thelma. And the Lean sisters have their cap set for anything with 2 feet and facial hair. You see?
But I'm not wearing a cap.
What?
This cap you keep talking about, where's mine?
Oh, it's a figure of speech.
Oh, because if someone did have a cap for me, I would want it. I want my cap. And it better have tassels.
You really are too stupid for words.
And I will take that as a compliment. Now, about my plan.
I don't want to know.
What?
I don't want to know. I don't know what you're up to, but it can't be any good. And someone might get hurt. So leave me out of it. You're on your own, Brom Bones.
Where are you going?
Back to town and ask Thelma to the dance. Hopefully she doesn't die, because that would be a bummer.
Fine. Leave then. I don't need you. I can do this all by myself. Yeah, I can do this all by myself. Your days in Sleepy Hollow are numbered, Ichabod Crane. Mwahaha, mwahaha, mwahaha. Ah, man, I gotta get some Vicks.
Hello? Hello? Where is everybody? This doesn't seem like a very good dance. Man, nature is loud. It's the Headless Horseman! Feet don't fail me now!
Happy Halloween, fellow Sleepy Hallowins!
Happy Halloween!
I hope you are having a wonderful time this evening, and we invite you to take part in our Halloween games, including bobbing for the apple, as we only have one.
And don't forget to try my delicious apple pie.
And I brought one too. But it's best to be avoided. Seriously, you might die. Just no one eat the pie.
And now, let's have another dance!
Hooray!
Why is someone other than us screaming?
Don't let him get me! Don't let him get me!
Ichabod, there you are.
We were beginning to get worried.
Where have you been?
I was in the woods!
Why would you go into the woods?
Because that's where the dance is!
Ichabod, you silly Nilly, the dance is here. In the town square.
But I overheard Brom Bones say that the dance had relocated to the woods.
Now, why in the blue blazes of blue blazers would you listen to a word that dumb old Brom Bones would say?
So I went into the woods and there I saw him.
Who?
The Headless Horseman.
It's the Headless Horseman! Everybody run around in confused circles because our space is limited!
It's the ghost of Palmer.
Brom Bones! You're the Headless Horseman?
And I have a sneaking suspicion he has been this entire time.
You know, for a ghost, you have exceptional diction. I was expecting something more eerie, with lots of oohs, like, you know, ooh, and I have a sneaking suspicion. Ooh. Well, you get the idea.
I'm not a ghost, Thelma.
Okay. Tell us your story, Palmer.
It was a dark and stormy night. I was riding through the woods, returning to Sleepy Hollow after a visit to Yawning Thicket. As I rode, I heard horses' hoofs behind me, and glancing over my shoulder, it was the Headless Horseman. In panic, I lost control of my horse, was driven into the river, presumed dead, but alas, not, and I woke on a foreign shore, several miles downriver. After recuperating, I returned to Sleepy Hollow to see my love, Thelma.
Aww.
However, Brom convinced me to help him drive away Ichabod Crane because Katrina had a thing for him, and I could get my old job back, but I was afraid someone was going to get hurt. So I told him, Brom, brother, you're on your own, and I hightailed back to Sleepy Hollow from the woods, where we made certain Ichabod thought the dance was, but obviously wasn't. When I returned to Sleepy Hollow, I saw the Headless Horseman and heard the cough which sounded so familiar. I put two and two together and figured out it was Brom who wanted to get rid of me before.
But why, Brom? Why do such a thing?
Because I was jealous. I never had much school learning like you guys, and Katrina likes smart guys, so I thought if I ran the schoolmasters out of town, you'd like me more.
Well, that's just dumb.
I rest my case.
Then why did you try to get rid of me?
Oh, that was an accident. You see, I was rushing to get home and it was really cold that night. I had my coat up over my ears, so I kind of looked headless, I guess. It's dumb, I know. I'm just a big old dummy.
Yeah. Pretty much.
This is the part where you give me sympathy?
I think, ghosts or not, what Palmer did was most courageous.
Me too. And you look so much stronger and braver than you did yesterday.
Wait, you saw him yesterday.
Yeah, we all did.
And you didn't tell me?
We were too busy being self-absorbed. Duh!
Palmer, it's so good to see you again.
And it's good to see you again too, Thelma, my darling.
And even though you're not a ghost, you haunt my heart.
That's so sweet. Odd. Yeah, but sweet.
So, the Headless Horseman isn't real after all?
And we wasted all that time memorizing that poem and making it a theatrical event?
No, my children, you did not waste your time, for you taught me a valuable lesson. A lesson in ignoring logic and letting my imagination get the better of me. And for that, I give you each an A+. No trickery here, unlike the trickery performed by Brom Bones.
An A+, Harvard, here I come.
Oh, Ichabod, are you all right?
Yes, I am fine now that I know the Headless Horseman isn't real.
Well, I thought you were very brave running into the town square screaming like a 4-year-old girl. Hear that? I saw your bravery.
Thank you, I think.
And as for you, Brom Bones,
I kind of apologize. Sorta.
do so, not sorta.
Ah, gee, fine. I'm sorry. I won't pretend to be a dead guy without a head riding a horse in the middle of the night ever again. And I'm sorry I tried to run Ichabod Crane out of town. And I'm sorry I have 3 overdue library books at Ye Old Library. Woo! I feel better. So we good now?
I'm afraid, Brom Bones, I cannot let you off that easily. I will, however, accept your apology under one condition. You eat an apple pie,
I love apple pie.
baked specially by Katrina Van Tassel.
Bon appetit. My apple pie, like your behavior, is very bad.
Oh. Yeah, that's really bad.
Apology accepted.
Yay!
Music!
Do you really hate my apple pie?
Oh, yes, absolutely. But I like you,
Oh, thank you, Ichabod Crane. Thank you for being such an honest, kind man.
and I will thank you if you stop cooking.
On one condition.
And what's that?
I get the first dance.
I do have some pretty wicked dance moves.
Well,
We love you!
What?
I'm going to marry him.
No, I'm going to marry him.
No, I'm going to marry him.
Congratulations!
No, 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 no,
I think Brom Bones has just received his real punishment. And now that we have that out of the way and all has been resolved and the peace and serenity of Sleepy Hollow has been restored,